and at 4 a.m., the patient coded and has since remained afebrile. Discharge is planned for tomorrow.
Okay, that was the last patient. Now, before the doctors start morning rounds, I would like to remind the nursing staff that today is July 1st, the day all the new interns start their training here at Duke South Pacific, and the start of a new rotation for the medical students. Now, I'd like to remind everyone to make their transition to the wards as traumatic as possible. Does everyone have their assignments?
Yes, ma'am.
Good, let's go over them. Thompson?
Computer confusion.
Good. Stevens?
IVAC misinformation.
Splendid. Jones?
Specimen loss and unnecessary resident paging.
Excellent. Now remember, the world of tropical medicine is a jungle. So let's get out there and do it to them before they do it to us. Let's go.
July 1st, we're cursed. It has returned. We'll get hit with twits called interns. MS2s, those boobs, they're even worse. Why did we choose to be a Duke South nurse?
July 1st. A new beginning here at Duke South Pacific. And if we're going to tell you a medical tale, I expect this is a good place to start. First, I'd explain a few differences between our little institution and the rich cousin to the north. See, we don't have any MRI scanners, no PRT, no Perry Como to come and serenade us every time one of the little kids with little money is a little sick. No, here things are a bit simpler. Now, our heroine is Precious Little. She's a 20-year-old who's been in this hospital for her entire life. You see, she was born without a heart, and her defect is yet to be defined. So she remains a prisoner of the complex. Every musical has to have a hero, and in this story I expect ours would be Manly Gunner. You see, he's a fourth-year student with big plans for himself. He went to NC State, had a little trouble with organic chemistry, and didn't take the Stanley Kaplan course before his MCATs. He's stuck here with us, but he's got his eye on the top, Duke North. Looks like Precious is waking up, and AM rounds will be starting soon. The words are in the program if we get confused.
When I see that the palms are gently swaying, I forget that I have a strange disease. Yes, they call me a medical miracle in the midst of these tropical seas. I know I should be happy in this paradise, but these are the only walls I've ever seen. And they call me a medical miracle with no heart, 'cause I'm missing a gene. I've heard the doctor say they'd write me up one day, exposing all my freakish wounds. They gawk at me in throngs, say I don't have too long, but I tell them that it just ain't so. People say that I'm heartless, no emotions, just because I don't have this minor part, as I did till the start. As a girl, hands be strong when you can start. Rest my heart.
This is hospital day 7,381 for Miss Precious Little, a 20-year-old female known well to the staff with the chief complaint of acardia.
Acardia? What's that?
That means she was born with no detectable cardiac tissue. She has no heart.
But doggone it, Precious Little continues to thrive. That little filly defies any attempt to define her circulatory physiology. We could cath her till the cows come home and still not find her pumper.
But if she's doing so well, Dr. Greenmeadow, why is she still in the hospital?
You must be our new second-year med student. Where are you from, boy? New York City? Your lack of common sense is so urban. She couldn't survive without the technological support we good old boy cardiologists provide. By the way, do you know which animal's cardiac anatomy is most like a man's?
The pig?
That's right. I've got a special research project you might be interested in for the third year. You ever seen a farm, boy?
Excuse me, but I have a question. I mean, aren't we forgetting that the psychological component of disease is just as important as the physical?
Don't write the psychological stuff down.
I've been with Precious for 20 years in play therapy. Write this down. This is really groovy. And let me tell you, that's one heartless girl. Why, yesterday, I begged her to finger paint just to get out some of those pent-up negative vibrations when she just stormed out of the room screaming. She's never been close to anybody. Oh, except maybe Bloody Mary, who's practically her mother.
You're exactly right. You see, son, we can't possibly discharge her until our psych consult arrives.
When was it ordered?
We've ordered one each rotation for the past 10 years. But the psych consultation service is so damn lazy, they just haven't gotten around to it. Don't be shocked by my language, boy. I just call them like I see them. Anyway, we can't let this little girl go until we define her defect. Now, I've already got a name picked out for it. Greenmeadow Syndrome. Kinda got a nice ring to it, don't it, boy?
Now you, B. Manley, will be your new sub-intern.
I'll leave it up to you, son, to cattle prod psych and review the literature on acardia.
What? I look forward to that, sir.
Now, I have to go, but I'll see you folks in the morning for milking and feeding rounds at dawn. And let's try to be on time.
Hello, Miss Little.
Oh no, not another one. Don't even come near me with that stethoscope if you're a second-year medical student. You know, my history alone would take you 3 days to write down. And my physical exam, if you even know how to do one, would take you another 3 hours. Besides, I don't have that kind of time today. I have to be at the cath lab in 15 minutes.
I am not a second year. I'm your new sub-intern, B. Manley Gunner. And I don't remember seeing your name on today's cath schedule.
All right, Mr. Smarty Pants, fourth-year med student Gunner. Why do you think a woman with no heart would be getting cath? And even if I were, after 7,361 days, don't you think they would have tried that a few times? So no, I'm not getting one. I'm teaching Greenmeadow and Wexler how to read them.
How are you feeling today, Miss Little?
Oh, good open-ended question. I have no complaints, except for that tie. And how are you?
I'm fine. Now we're trying to get you out of here as quickly as we can.
No hurry. The longer I stay at Duke Style Pacific, the more ready I'll be for medical school. Hey, Gunnar, aren't you listening to me?
I'm sorry. My mind is elsewhere. I've been thinking a lot about choosing a residency program. The match is just a short time away, and that's why I'm a bit preoccupied. Not to worry, though.
You're the one who should worry. So where do you think you'll rank?
Well, you certainly seem to know a lot about this for a patient.
I've seen my fair share of studs come and go. And besides, one day I'm going to be a doctor too. So what's number one?
Cardiothoracic surgery at Duke North is my first choice.
Ha! Coming from this third world medical school, your chances are slim to nil, Gunnar. The best students here get residencies in Grenada.
O ye of little faith. Regardless, now I have to listen to your chest.
Oh boy, let's play doctor.
Now, Miss Little, you know that daily auscultation of the cardiac system is mandatory.
Okay, but make it quick.
Unbelievable. No heart sounds.
Would you expect a thrill?
Well, I'll be back later after the psychiatrist sees you.
Psych! You'll be lucky if they manage an initial screen by the time you graduate, Gunnar. They must think I'm hopeless. I'm really just heartless.
Grenada, not me. I'll show that heartless wonder. I was cheated before, won't be cheated again by a mean little world of mean little men. And the one chance for me is the NRMP. To match at Duke North, I'll shine and march forth from this island domain. And med school profane, I'll fly off this island to be sabiced and trained. One dream in my heart, one hope to be living for, one spot to be gunning for. Duke North will be mine. True to my heart I'll be. Self-sacrifice you'll see. I need no one but me, only Duke North. Now I'm alone. Success, all that I care about, that I just can't live without. Duke North will be mine.
This is the Duke South Amphitheater, where first-year students are tortured with up to 8 hours a day of basic science teaching designed to inhibit creative thought and squelch scientific thinking. They're under the guidance of Dr. Doyle Graham, also known as the Reverend Dr. Doyle Graham Baker, who is such a tyrant that he demands proper dress, proper attitude, morals beyond reproach, and above all, absolutely no consumptions of food within the walls of the auditorium.
Is it worth starving poor till he kicks us out the door? All we really want is food. Every day we take a cup, caffeine tries to wake us up. All we really need is food. There's not a chin or a din? Can we munch? Can we lunch? Can we brunch in this room? But there's one way to stop us from feeling this gloom. When we all close our eyes and imagine food,
Glorious food! Let's change our profession! While we're in the mood, we've got a confession. Low pops and some Tootsie Rolls, we eat through our session. Can't wait for a mental cheat, indigestion. Food, let's change our profession. We're such royal hands, we'll make a suggestion. Just picture Dean Doyle Graham, fried, roasted, or stewed. Oh, wonderful food, marvelous food, glorious food.
Good afternoon, students. Good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon, Reverend Dean Doyle Graham Baker.
I'm so pleased you've taken on the responsibilities of your profession and have come to Dean's Hour today. This is a vast improvement over your previous behavior. Today, I want to talk to you about temptation. I'm not talking about food in the amphitheater. No, I'm not talking about the broken chairs or the skulls in the cafeteria. I'm not talking about the scandalous underwear incidents. You know who you are. I'm talking about temptation, the desires of the flesh, the lust between a doctor and a patient. Oh, I can name names like Dr. Bressler, but I won't because I know. That's right, y'all know about Dr. Bressler. I know all of you have lusted for many a patient in your lives. You know who you are. You men, I'm referring to the daily pelvic exams of female patients. And you women, while claiming to follow the master, have been concentrating on the cremaster.
No.
Carol Faye, your makeup's running, hun. Run along. And all of you have been contributing to the worldwide shortage of Lubifax. I know you know what I'm talking about. Say hallelujah for me, would you, students? Come on, say it for me. That ain't good enough. Say amen. Evil demons out.
Preach it, brother.
Thank you very much there. Now, I know all about your stuff. You can't deceive me. I'm not some kind of namby-pamby Dean that you can just deceive right and left. I've seen your libidos raging out of control, your pelvic regions thrusting and releasing, thrusting and releasing. I know all about it. Thank you very much, brothers and sisters. Giggle demons out. I guess you want to know what the bottom line is. Well, I'm here to nip your copulation in the bud. Doing some copulation nipping here, and I want Carol Faye Riley Baker and the CTL Ministry Singers to help lead me in song to purge your souls of temptation. You've got to be taught that sex isn't right when treating your patients late in the night. You've got to be purged of that sexual urge. You've got to be ethically taught. You've got to be taught to control your glands and keep those hormones under command. This lust must be drained from your dear little brain. You've got to be ethically taught. You've got to be taught, you're all quite naive. We will instruct you, we know what you need. The ethics of Doyle you soon will believe. We will instruct you, we know what you need. You've got to be ethically taught. You've got to be ethically taught. Hallelujah!
Praise the Lord.
Well, hello there! You must be the prospective medical students here for your tour of Duke's South Pacific. Welcome, don't be bashful, come right up. I'm James Buchanan Duke. I'm the founder, president, chancellor, and Mr. Moneybags of Duke's South Pacific. Well, if you're all ready, let's be on our way. Our first stop is the magnificent South Hospital. Built in 1492, it's renovated annually to make certain that it's the finest facility of its sort anywhere in the South Pacific. Right. A little higher, Herschel. At Duke South Pacific, I want you to know that the emphasis is on people needs. Why, we use ergonomic planning in order to ensure that we have optimal human traffic flow. Now, what that means is that you just can't get lost in our hospital. Reading signs is optional. Now, you prospective medical students, I'm certain, are interested in what makes Duke South Pacific different from other medical schools. Well, let's find out. First of all, there's your faculty. Your faculty consists entirely of Nobel recipients who will work tirelessly to ensure that you get the best education money can buy anywhere in the South Pacific. During your third year, each and every one of you will have the opportunity of working with a leading basic scientist who will take you through complicated laboratory procedures so that you can end up just like them. Now let's take a look at the physical plant. First of all, there's the super fabulous Davison Building in the heart of the old campus. Due to technical reasons, we cannot show you at this time the medical amphitheater, but I want to assure you that you've never seen anything like it. Why, every seat in the place is covered in genuine Corinthian leather and has 6-way adjustable stereo. Looking down at you inside the amphitheater are portraits of some of Duke's famous alumni and emeritus professors. The revered Hippocrates, the groundbreaking Marie Curie, the financially secure Paul Gallo, and of course, Papa Doc Duvalier, who for years and years ran our Caribbean branch campus. Now, there's one thing I want you medical students to know. At Duke, we really care. Why, just the other week, we got rid of 100,000 square miles of useless wasteland so that we could build you a brand new medical student lounge. Well, folks, it's time to continue with the tour. Let's get over to the library. Now, the library was designed by Frank Lloyd Wright. It's an architectural marvel, unfortunately designed just before he had his cerebrovascular accident. The interior of this building is tastefully decorated in soothing colors, and it's just chock full of modern art treasures. Now let's head back to the South Hospital. We can do that by hopping on the PRT. That stands for Patient Rapid Transport. This fantastic megabuck tram has a flawless record of performance. As we head back, if you look over your shoulder, you may be able to see Chapel Hill Boulevard. This superhighway connects Duke South Pacific with Chapel Hill, North Carolina, some 15,000 miles away. Now, Chapel Hill may not be one of the prettiest cities in North Carolina, but it is home to the world's finest basketball team. Well, folks, it's time to conclude our tour. I hope you've had a good time. There's one thing I want to remind you before you go, which is that tuition at DSP is absolutely free. All we charge is a small annual parking fee for your car. Remember, folks, Duke South Pacific is truly an incredible medical center. You have my word on it.
Since I came to med school, my grades ain't been too swell. I have to spend long, lonely nights alone in CTL. That's why I study so hard. I study so hard. I study so hard to die. Second year is coming. I learned patient care, but I fell first year 10 times and I might never get there. That's why I study so hard. I study so hard, I study so hard. Coffee pot is brewing, lights are burning bright. For all your books and all your notes get set for 8 all night. That's why you'll study so hard, you'll study so hard, you'll study so hard, you will die. So if you go to Duke Med, think that you'll do well. Don't fool yourself, you'll spend long nights alone in CTL. That's why I study so hard, I study so hard, I study so hard, I will die. Huh.
Dr. Greenmeadow's on call tonight, so he won't be able to make rounds.
One of his pigs must be sick.
Who's on call tonight? No. B. Manley, you're on call tonight, but you can go home.
Hey, B. Manley, you've been spending an awful lot of time with Precious. What's up?
Nothing. It's a fascinating case, that's all.
She's not bad looking either. You know, we've been ethically taught.
Besides, B. Manley, you'll be moving on soon.
Yeah. Duke North, here we come.
Look at you. What's the special occasion? I've been drawing daily labs on you for 20 years now, and I've never seen you so dolled up.
Oh, just trying to make myself more presentable and life more normal. That's all, Bloody Mary.
Now, Precious, I know it's been hard for you to spend your whole life at Duke South Pacific, but don't worry, things will change. Could this renaissance have anything to do with that new sub-intern? What is his name? Oh yeah, B. Manley?
Gunner, no way. Our relationship is strictly professional.
Well, child, don't try and kid old Bloody Mary. I've been knowing you too long. And besides, you better be careful. He's going to be on his way to do his residency at some far-off place in just a few months.
I know what I'm doing. Besides, I can't fall in love. I haven't got a heart.
Now, just because the x-rays don't show it, the EKGs don't trace it, and Green Meadow doesn't hear it, doesn't mean it's not there. Bloody Mary knows better.
Miss Little?
Who's there?
Why, it's B. Manley. I need to listen to your chest again.
Oh, just a minute. Come in.
Strictly professional? We'll see about that.
Don't you notice anything different? Anything else new?
Yes, you started smoking. Don't you realize that lung cancer has overcome breast cancer as the #1 cause of cancer death in women?
Okay, I'll quit.
Don't you realize that only you can prevent forest fires?
Oh, come on, B. Manley. Don't you notice anything else?
Not really.
Oh, come on, B. Manley.
I'm just kidding, Presh. I was only acting. Thank you. You look terrific. You ditched your hospital robes and everything. I think having a sub-intern agrees with you.
Thanks. You know, I was wrong before. Unfortunately, if there's anyone that can make it out of this medical hellhole, it's you.
I appreciate that, Presh. And I agree.
Hey, I've got a pass for tonight. How about you and I go into the student faculty luau?
I'd love to, but I can't. I'm on call tonight. Plus, my new copy of the New Zealand Journal of Medicine just came in and, well, I have my notes to write. But thanks.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Maybe next time?
Okay, maybe next time. Wonder what it's like living with a real heart. We can spend our dating, dancing half the night.
I don't think I'd like on call every third night, early morning rounding, haven't got a life.
We are not alike, probably I'd bore him. He's a hotshot med stud, I'm a little sick.
Other men with time, law and business students, probably pursue her. She could have her pick.
Wonder why I feel jittery and jumpy. Can't be an arrhythmia, I haven't got a heart.
Can I ask her now, what about my duties? A romantic interlude is just about to start.
Get in there and don't come out until you got blood.
I'm really sorry, ma'am. I'm sure I can get it this time. I've only got 2 more tubes to draw, and then we're all finished.
They've been doing it all night.
Well, there's got to be blood in there somewhere. Maybe if I can just put another tourniquet on.
I don't think there's even a drop left.
There's got to be. You tell me you're not bleeding. How can you be so cruel? Ma'am, there's just no honors without you. Don't take your arm away from me.
Don't you leave my needle plasma free. If you do, baby, I'll be through. Drawing blood is hard to do.
A tourniquet
Can't hold you tight. And I search for veins all through the night. All I need is a tube or two. Drawing blood is hard to do.
They say that drawing blood is hard to do. Now I know that it's true. Don't say that this is the end. After giving blood, you're scheduled for a femoral arteriogram.
Blood, 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 blood.
I beg of you,
Don't say goodbye. Can you stick your arm just one more time? Come on, baby, let's start anew. Drawing blood is hard to drip, drop, drip, drop. Someone better get a mop. Drawing blood is hard to do.
That's all.
God, like, I've been studying my buns off. Do you know I almost studied 30 minutes today?
I know. It really takes away from our IM volleyball games.
You know, and I really don't think that it's fair that the schools stateside do the basic science in like 2 years and we do it all in 1 year.
Yeah, and it doesn't get any better second year. Why, last night, my resident actually expected me to stay and finish up working up my patient after 5 o'clock. I mean, I didn't come to this tropical paradise to work at night.
Your resident wanted you to stay at night? He must be new to Dig South Pacific. Well, last night was our weekly luau at Dr. Vogel's house.
Yeah, and that wasn't the worst of it. After he told me to stay and finish working up my patient, he told me to be ready to present the next day.
You're kidding.
No! I told him there was no way I was going to be ready to present the next day. I mean, I usually have my write-ups done in 2 or 3 weeks.
That's fair enough.
Well, look, I see Dr. Wexler and his cronies. Do you know, I heard he did his medical training at some, like, really prestigious medical center, only he did it under somebody, like, really, really famous, but I can't remember his name.
I think I remember. Wasn't it Fabelstein or Saperston, something like that?
Yeah, that's what
I learned about that guy in my history of surgery class. He claims that he was the one to invent a cure for CAD called cabbaging.
Oh yeah, I remember. He invented this real barbaric procedure where they ripped open hundreds of thousands of people's chests and manipulated their coronary vasculature. Ew.
Yeah, but the American College of Surgeons found out that there was no real data to support his work. It was all bogus.
Yeah, and you know, it turns out that cabbaging patients with CAD ensures a longer lifespan just about as much as a deanship at Duke North ensures job security.
Excuse me.
every mother's son knows that angioplasty in the hands of a competent cardiologist is the only way to go.
Well, anyway, Dr. Wexler did so well at Duke North that they offered him some chairmanship at some, really prestigious medical center somewhere in Virginia.
Well, what happened? How did he end up here? Was it one of those lifestyle decisions or something?
Not quite. Apparently one day he didn't change after surgery, and he was caught at the nurse's station wearing his greens, holding a cup of coffee. And the next thing you know, poof, he ended up here.
Uh-oh, here comes Dr. Wexler and his little friends. I hope he didn't hear us.
What are you medical students belly aching about now, huh? The gourmet food in the cafeteria isn't good enough for you?
Did you miss your daily tanning and massage session?
Well, actually...
Did someone actually ask you to work for more than 1 hour at a time?
You students don't know how easy you have it here.
You've got sunlight on the sand, you've got flip-flops on your feet, you've got iron volleyball and tropic fruits to eat.
You've got mustaches and beards that you don't have to shave. What ain't you got? You ain't got Dave.
Every day and at night you're always out. You get ethics from your dean and advice from Master Hout. You've got rounds at half-past noon. Oh, you think your life is swell.
What ain't you got? You know damn well.
You've got no one to button up your starched white coats for.
What you need is someone to stay up every other night for.
There's no one quite like Dave. No one in the world. Nothing else can make you stay like preparing for rounds with Dave.
With Dave, you may be tired and you're always lacking sleep.
You agree with what he says and end up feeling like a creep.
Harvard grads, they are his pets, and Yale he's bred so well. What ain't you got? You know damn well.
Lots of things in life are intimidating, but brother, there is one particular person that is nothing whatsoever in any way, shape, or form like any other.
There is no one quite like Dave. No one in the world. Nothing else can make you slave like preparing for rounds with Dave. No one makes you random rain. No one in the world.
They will haunt you to the grave. Those axioms preached by Dave.
There is absolutely nothing like the starch white form of Dave.
I suppose you studied heard about a stitcher named Corral.
Or another one named Blaylock who trained the man so well.
It's a waste of time to worry over matters they have not.
Be thankful for the little they've got. There is nothing you can name that is anything quite like Dave. No one pimps like Dave. Makes you quip like Dave. No one hosts like Dave. Or boasts like Dave.
I'd like to welcome everyone here tonight to the 1988 Student Faculty Show, Duke South Pacific. At this time, we'd like to stop and thank our sponsors, our friends and our real friends sitting here in the front of the audience, who are not only with us tonight and supporting us through the show, but every day that we're here at Duke and throughout our medical careers. And we would like, all of us would like to thank you now. We'd also like to thank our parents who are scattered throughout the audience who've joined us on Medical Parents Weekend. Let you know that med school can be fun, but we are still working hard. This year, the Student Faculty Show has added 2 new twists. For those of you who are regulars, you've noticed that we have a central theme running throughout it. We hope you're following along with that, along with our slideshow going. We also are using the Student Faculty Show as a launching pad for the Duke Student Medical Fund, which we're trying to set up. This will help students unify their efforts to attack special concerns in the Duke community and in the Durham community. By purchasing our t-shirts and attending the show and we anticipate your support in the future. We thank you very much and are grateful for your help. At this time, I'd like to call Serena Chen forward. She's the president of the Davison Council. And she'll be presenting the Golden Apple Awards this year.
Hi everybody, how are you today? Is everybody enjoying the show? For people who don't know what the Golden Apple Awards are, this is something that's basically run completely by the medical students. It's something that we take very seriously. It's an award we give to basic science, clinical science, and house staff officers. We pick one each year through an election to award excellence in teaching. It's something that I think is really valued by medical students, and it's one of the few ways we recognize that at Duke. But however, this year, each year we can only recognize one person, but with an award. But many people get nominated each year, and just to acknowledge that, I'd like to read out the names of the nominees as well as the winners. For the House Staff Award, the nominees are Jim Allen, Margaret Damas, Carol Dukes, Steve Joris, and Bob Wolf. And the winner is Margaret Damas. Is Margaret here tonight? I think she was on call tonight, so she couldn't make it. So. She's here. Margaret. Let me make sure it's the right one. Yeah. Congratulations. Okay, for the clinical science, the nominees were Dr. Quarry, Dr. Ralph Corey, Dr. Roy T. Parker, Dr. Marvin Rozier, and Dr. David Savaston. And the winner was Dr. Quarry. Dr. Quarry. Mrs. Akori is here to accept the award. Thanks. Okay, for basic science faculty, the nominees were Nell Kant, Dr. Bernard Fetter, Dr. Ross McPhee, Dr. Sal Pizzo, and Dr. Guy Salveson. And the winner was Dr. Fetter. Congratulations. those three categories, but this year we added a fourth category this year. You can see it's a special award. It's three-dimensional, and this is for someone who every year receives so many nominations from the medical students. And this year, he, after many years of teaching medical students, is stepping down from most of his medical student teaching activities. And we just wanted to thank him in some small way, just to say thanks for everything. What it reads is, this is for Dr. Donald B. Hackle. With respect and appreciation for a lifetime of teaching medical students.
Congratulations to all the Golden Apple winners. Tom Brown, who's the vice president of the Davison Council, would like to come forward and make some social committee awards. Mr. Tom Brown.
Thank you very much. We have had such a good year this year for the social committee, thank you, that I decided that we needed to establish some special awards to recognize those people who've been especially helpful to me. Now,
Thank you, Mindy.
I have established two categories. The first consists of the friends of the social committee. And these are people who've been helpful to me in a variety of ways, each in a very unique way, I might add. And so I'd like to present these in alphabetical order. The first is the Bradfords, who, although they could not be here tonight to accept their award and ask me to accept it for them, which I'm glad to do, have opened their house to us on numerous occasions. And isn't that nice? That saved me $400 a party. I was so grateful. So, 400 thanks to the Bradfords. Okay. The second friend of the social committee is Linda Chambers. Is she here? Linda, are you here? Well, Linda, come on up. Yes. Linda has been so helpful. I mean, she's cut through so much red tape for me. We couldn't have accomplished what we were able to accomplish this year. And Linda, if there are any repercussions, don't let me know. Thank you very much. And Linda, as a special gesture, I give you Eric Bachman for a year. Eric Bachman is our new social vice president. Linda, enjoy. Okay, award number 3. There is a man among you whom I have hit up several times in a big way, and he's been agreeable every time, and I just couldn't have done it without him. Are you ready for this? Dean Doyle Graham. You are the next friend of the social committee. Dean Graham, I wanted to get something special for you. I wanted to get you a gift certificate. The ABC store doesn't give them, but they know who you are. The next 50 is on me, okay? Live it up. Thank you. Our next recipient and our next enrollee in the role of the Friends of the Social Committee is a person who has been willing to go a couple extra yards with me. I'm not sure if he's out here tonight. Is Janet Sanfilippo out there? The founder of the Future Alumni Party? Will this be a traditional thing or what? Janet, come on up. Janet, you've been so good to me. What does your budget look like? That was $250 you promised me for the Future Alumni Party. I want to let you know the $200 I got was $50 short. I was kidding about the $300. I was just kidding. You owe me, is it $400 on Monday or $200? $250? A pseudo friend of the social committee. Janet Sanfilippo, have a seat. Now, somewhat tongue-in-cheek, but really with a whole lot of appreciation and gratitude. We have established a very special award for a very special person. This is someone who has been organizing things and really making life a whole lot more pleasant for the medical students long before I had the pleasure of being social VP. Now, I wanted to set up something very nice for this person. I wanted, as I say, to be a little bit tongue-in-cheek, not too serious. Yes, keep it quiet, but keep playing. All right. Dr. Saveston, many thanks for the attention that you paid to the medical students. We really appreciate it. I've established this award for you, and I hope that it becomes a tradition. Will you please be the inaugural recipient of the Order of the Shot? And presenting the award is the MD PhD student represented among us.
What this is a sterling silver goblet with two blue devils at the bottom faces, and engraved on it it says DC Saveston 1987-88. And this is just our way of saying recognition for your continuous efforts over the years, and let you know that 460 medical students really appreciate what you've done. Congratulations.
The best is yet to come at our next party, and I'll see you all there. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tom. We will now have a 15-minute intermission, at which point we'll come back and the lights will dim to let you know when it's over, and we'll find out the fate of Precious and B. Manley. B. Manley, that just cracks.
Well, let's review where we are. First, the words. They're printed in the program if you're ever having any trouble hearing us. Second, well, B. Manley and Precious are really starting to find things. I mean, it's really starting to, you know, I'm trying to tell him what the situation is in the story. What's going on?
It's match day! God, where is she?
They're late again this year.
Wait, I think I hear Carol Faye coming now.
Amazing grace, you all have matched, though we had to pull some strings. The chairmen here, they have big names, so they can do such things.
Oh my God, I got my first choice. PGY1 deferred.
Costa Rica cryosurgery. My mother will be so proud.
Sports medicine at the Methodist Retirement Home.
Wow, look at this. I got a position as Dean of Duke University School of Medicine.
Yeah, and if you don't step on any toes, it may last a whole year.
Hey, B. Manley, where did you match?
Yeah.
Cardiothoracic surgery at at Duke North Hospital.
Cardiothoracic surgery at Duke North Hospital.
Be manly. You'll be needing this, Surgilube.
It's in God's hands now.
If there's anything I could do, a casserole perhaps?
And you were so young.
Man, he's crazy. They're on call there every other night.
I wouldn't go there in a million years. The closest beach is 3 hours away.
Be manly? Be manly? Get a hold of yourself. I knew that giant ego would take over that giant body someday.
Bloody Mary, I actually matched it at Duke North. Duke North.
Of course you did. Did those sadists at NRMP just get around to telling you?
What do you mean? How did you know?
How do you think I know? I know everything that goes on this island.
Bloody Mary, what is this voodoo that you do so well? What do you use? Astrology charts, tarot cards, tea leaves?
Tarot cards? Tea leaves? Oh, be gone. Those things are for amateurs. I'm not a phlebotomist for nothing. I see it in the blood. One smear and I see it all. Success, failure, and love?
Bloody Mary, I want to know the future. How many books will I write? Where will I be chairman? Can you teach me?
Teach you? Manly, reading blood is hard to do. Besides, let's get back to the matter at hand. Have you told Precious yet?
Precious. Ah, drat. What to do? Should I stay in this technological desert with the woman I love, or fulfill my lifelong dream of becoming a Duke North surgeon? Bloody Mary, tell me what to do.
Be manly. I may be able to tell the future, but I can't tell you what to do. But I know you'll do whatever you think is right. That stud underestimates this island. Lost in the middle of his reverie. That stud longs for a grander island, one where he thinks Gallo will be. Duke North has called you. Should you go? Should you stay? What you do is your own fate. Fly away, fly away. Your own special hopes, your sweet selfish scheme may kill precious little to serve your own dreams. Success has called you. In the big leagues you will be 10 years at Duke North without Precious to see. Everywhere you'll feel me, my spell can't be broken. Life flight will bring you back to your island home. Someday I'll page you a trans-Pacific number. My message as clear as can be. Come to me, here am I, come to me. Go ahead, go and leave her all alone to me. She stays here, go your own way, such a heartless fantasy. Duke North, Duke North, Duke North.
God, now I know why they call it labor. And those female OBGYN residents remind me of Teamsters.
You did a great job, honey. I told you it wouldn't be that hard. I can't wait for our next. Here, smile for the camera.
Where's that Teamster with our new baby?
Here they come now.
You're gonna have your hands full with this one, honey.
Well, he's got 10 fingers and 10 toes.
But just look at his head. I've seen better heads on beers.
Don't worry, that'll improve. But he'll probably be bald for the rest of his life.
He looks more like you than me.
I told you he would.
He's so big and kind of ugly.
Stop it! All babies look like that when they're first born. Besides, he'll always be our little honey bun.
My baby is as big as a barrel.
His shoulders are so wide and strong.
My God, he's got a 5 o'clock shadow.
And he's long where a boy should be long.
Is this what they mean by being born again? Now pay attention to the rest of the show, you guys. It's the only topless one in town.
A 1,000,001 grams of fun. He's my newborn honey bun. I wanna rock my honey bun tonight. I'm speaking of my sweetie pie. Gosh, she's 80 inches high. Every inch anatomical delight.
His chest is big and hairy. His teeth are long and scary. Pink as a pig, a kid this big. How did I carry
You're his mama, I'm his pop. Let's make do with what we've got.
I think you're right, he's quite a delight. We're gonna have so much fun with Honey Bun.
Let's make do with what we've got.
I think you're right, he's quite a delight. And we're gonna have so much fun with Honey Bun.
Believe me, baby, it'll take a heel loan to pay for baby food.
We'll call him Betsy.
We're gonna have so much fun with Honey Bun. He'll be a doctor. Start saving up for med school right now.
I won't breastfeed him.
So get some pampers for our Honey
Presh, I have great news. No, it's better than that. It's fantastic news. No, it's better than that. It's outstanding news. No, it's terrific news.
Be
No.
manly. What is it?
Well, Presh, you better sit down. Right. Well, Presh, today was match day, and well, I'm going to be a surgeon, but not just any surgeon. Duke North surgeon.
Oh, brother.
Yes, I matched in cardiothoracic surgery at Duke North, where men are men and women aren't. Stamping out lives and saving disease.
No, you mean saving lives and stamping out disease.
Right. I'll shine and march forth from this island domain. I'll fly off this island to be Sabiston trained.
But isn't Dr. Sabiston leaving in a couple of years? Besides, what about me?
Presh, I promise I'll send for you.
How? Campus mail?
No, that would take much too long. We'll use the PRT. After your psych consult, you come up to Duke North and we'll be able to spend every other night together.
Yeah, for an hour or two before you fall asleep. Wow, lucky me.
Now, honey, you're just upset.
Don't patronize me. In fact, I think it's about time I started to think about my own career. I think I'd make a pretty wonderful doctor myself. Don't worry about sending for me.
Oh, Presh, you'll see. Once you come up to Duke North, everything will be all right. Just think, Duke North will be ours.
Be manly, is that a beeper in your pocket, or are you just glad to see me?
Call 9196810ROR.
It was a beeper, I should have known. I've had it. Duke North never how does he expect a woman with no heart to survive those cold northern winters? If he can leave without me, he can just live without me forever. I'm at your Duke North Hospital, go if you dare, 'cause I can wash you, dude, right out of my hair. Quell and Cepulex, Herbal, Lessons, Pantene, I'll scrub it squeaky clean. A girl with heart might be subjected to gloom, but in my cardiac silhouette there is no room for a deep, dark, sorrowful, tragical tune. I'm glad to see you go. I won't run after him, heartless, heartless. Put a voodoo curse on him, heartless, heartless. Cancel him and bid him go. Yes, sister. He's gone to Duke North Hospital. Good news for me. Whatever tiny heart I have is now free. You'll be a surgeon on call, in-house QOD. Will I bask in the sea? DTO fast. You can't fix an IV when it infiltrates, and love for a gunner can't last. You can't write orders when you got no power, or sweeten up a stud when he starts turning sour. Oh no. Oh no. When he starts to talk of match day and Duke North is on his mind, waste no time, wait no more, show him what the door is for. Get him off of the surface and flush him out of your wound. Oh no. Duke North and I don't even care. I went and washed that dude right out of my hair. I went and washed that stud right out of my hair. Now it's squeaky clean. You went and washed that stud right out of her hair. Precious washed that stud right out of her hair. She went and washed that stud right out of my hair. And now it's party time.
I am serious. Biochemistry is the worst.
Not only were the quizzes impossible, in my experience, most of the questions had the wrong answers. But the professors were so absolutely boring.
Yo, 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 yo. Excuse me, but did I hear you say that biochemistry was like illin'?
It is the worst.
It sucks. Me? No believe.
No way, man. Biochemistry was the highlight of first year.
Word. Biochemistry was the most vibrant.
Scintillating.
Awesome. Spellbinding.
Totally boss.
And bitch.
Course offered. And it was the profs who branded those pathways indubitably, yo man, so that it stuck in the tissues of our minds.
Stuck it in your face with the superoxide.
Dismutase.
Money's on my man.
It's a safe bet.
Soon to be a Nobel.
Laureate.
Laureate. Laureate. Dr. Siegel. Need we say more? While he was
digging the wall, we were begging for more. Come on, Dr. Siegel. Come on, out. Give us some more. Ow!
Dr. Rozigo, pollen.
We calm the ride.
After Siegel, our brain
Needed a massage.
He's such a hot item.
I'm his biggest fan.
I love it when he yells.
I'm the nitrogen man. Now my man on my left.
Coenzyme A.
Ride that cycle.
TCA.
All these cycles
look alike.
That's not my cycle.
Oh, that's my bike. Big means bell. Be the man who says
pass or fail.
What's happening, blood?
You mean Sugar Hill?
For him the red stuff
Gave me a chill.
Glucose to fructose.
The diphosphate.
It's learning to use cycle.
Though that's my fate.
Crabs and
Urea.
Make me want to yell.
Your mama.
My mama. Your mama held JRE to 8 points last night.
Yo, man, your mama's a starting lineman for the Chicago Bears.
At least she starts. Your mama's riding the bench.
Ooh, that's cold. Get the hands together.
The final exam.
It wasn't a chore.
Extremely fair.
Now that's for sure.
It's over.
It's gone.
It's history.
Oh, how we'll miss
biochemistry.
Ha 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 ha. Fellas, what are we thinking? We must have lost our heads. We're late for physiology. Oh no!
Hey, you guys, I just don't understand this. My patient has an open, comminuted, fractured dislocation of the tibial plateau for open reduction in internal fixation?
What does that mean?
That means he has a broken ankle. Why don't they just say that? Get this. My patient has lichen planus-like actinic keratosis. Does anyone know what that means? Well, let's see. That means he has dry skin.
Oh, they've really got to be kidding with this stuff.
Can you help me with this one? My patient is here for vagotomy with gastrotomy and Roux-en-Y gastrojejunostomy.
I don't know, but I think that might have something to do with his heart. Yeah.
How are we ever going to let him talk like a physician? fashion out with a secret code. They keep the med students on the go. NSET over 4th degree, midline of physiognomy. And the sister Sue, better schedule a call for me. Don't you wish you could die like Roy G. Talk like a physician. Freshman students take their books to try to learn terminology. Check electrolytes. The patient bund's looking great to me. Hot serum and that zero wax. God, they wear the super back. Want to release signs. Dilate the pupils to the max. Don't you wish it could just be easier? Talk like a physician. AIDS, herpes, type 2, CMV, septum won't help, can't see. Those STDs, stifle our sexuality. Cranial nerves, 2 to 12, grossly intact except the view. Cardiologist, top patient just says it feels the drill. Pelvic exam not actually done, patient refused physician. Schizophrenia, we walk the line like the Egyptian. All the docs in the lecture hall say, talk like a physician. Talk like a
Duke South Pacific's modern psychiatric care facility.
I think here come our patients.
Hey, skitsy lady with the wild mood swing. Hey, lonely baby with the drug dependency.
Hey, all you losers, depressed and down. I'll fix you up and I'll turn your life around.
I'll smooth you out with Thorazine. I'll analyze your penis envy.
You've got insurance and brain disease. Then you're the one for me.
The way I make them feel.
The way I make them feel.
I really turn them on.
I really turn them on.
I knock them off with their feet now.
Knock them off with their feet.
Psychotic days are gone.
Psychotic days are gone. Manipulative personalities. All diagnosis found at DSM-3.
I'm only working from 9 to 5. Unless they call me to stop a suicide.
Prescribed drugs like Advil. I'll keep you happy until you get my bill.
You got insurance and brain disease. Then you're the one for me.
The way I make 'em feel.
The way he makes them feel.
I really turn them on.
He
Hey, all you losers, depressed and down, I'll pick you up and I'll turn your life around. You've got insurance and brain disease, then you're the one for me. The way I make them feel, I really turn them on. I really turn them on. I knock them off of their feet now. Girl, psychotic days are gone. Psychotic days are gone. Ain't nobody's business. Ain't nobody's business. Ain't nobody's business but me and my baby.
Hi. I'm from Psych. But nobody's here right now. That's okay. I just stand here and wait. Okay? I mean, you know. So I'll think about what I'm gonna do when I get off work. I have a lot of things to do. Like shopping, swimming, a little tanning. You wouldn't want me to lose my tan? No.
Tell the sorority jokes.
Hi. I was an 80 pie when I was in college. And you know, like, it's not really superficial. Not at all. Okay, like, but you know, I'm from Psych. I have a consult here on some like heartless person named Precious Little.
This is Miss Little, but we have some of that years ago.
Oh, like, I'm really sorry, but my analysis ran over time. Oh, Grody. Like, I've never seen a really sick person before. Ooh.
What do you expect? This is the ICU.
Oh, wow. Like, this is really bringing me down. Okay, Precious. Let's break down those barriers and get down to some serious relating. I'm your friend. But first we need to pull this tube down. It's really, really bugging me.
Help! Help! Security! There's a psychiatrist trying to practice medicine in the ICU.
Okay, Precious, I want you to tell me what's going down in these cards, okay? Ready? First card.
Be manly.
I don't quite get that response. Let's try again. Okay, try again, Presh.
Be manly.
Presh. Try to focus on the cards, not your libido. There's plenty of time for that later on. Okay, here's one more time.
Be manly.
You know, I'm beginning to think that this acardia diagnosis is like not for real. Does anybody have like, you know, her chest x-ray?
I am Peter von Spite, Precious Little's doctor. Who do you think you are?
I'm Mike from Psych. Can I have the chest x-ray?
That's mine.
You need to shop at a different store.
What?
Look, right here between the line of Raven and the angle of Putnam.
Is that little shadow?
That little shadow is her heart. I know it's not a very big heart, but it's not worthless. It's a thumping, pumping, shaking, aching heart. And if you dudes would ever like chill out enough to feel her vibes and read like the Journal of Psychocardiology, you would know that people who have difficulty with interpersonal relationships often have itsy bitsy teeny weeny delicate little hearts. Their frosty personality is just one way to keep the big boss world from breaking their hearts. I sense her only hope now is analysis and a transplant.
I think that shrink is right. She even has a weak pulse.
Well, another psych consult in the bag. I don't know about you all, but there's some shopping in my future. Ciao!
I think that crazy Schlink is right. This Floridine has a heart that is kaput. A tiny heart that is snapped in two. We must find the replacement immediately. Schnell! Schnell!
I just knew you had a heart in there somewhere. But does anyone ever listen to the local voodoo phlebotomist? No. Precious, I've wired B Manly. And if it's the last thing I do, as God is my witness, I promise I'll find you a heart.
Welcome to Duke South Pacific's Modern Daycare Center. Here, the house-staffed children learn valuable skills, manners and etiquette, and of course, the love of others. Cleanliness is always assured. The favorite game is bounce ball, but sometimes it goes astray. Quick! The ball is out in the hallway! But they're cleaning the floor.
No! Watch out for that child!
Bloody Mary is critically wounded and will become our heart donor. But the child is spared.
Dr. Poses, how's this?
A little more extension. Wow. Muscle strength is 5/5. Resident flex, you have the makings of a great neurologist. But you're gonna have to work a little more on your style.
That's right. It's not important what you know, but how you look. And by the way, the EMTs got half of Bloody Mary's body out of the vacuum cleaner.
I know, and it's great because we can still locate her lesion.
But then, what are we going to do about it?
That's not the point. There's nothing we can ever do about it. We have to define the lesion so we can put our names on another neurological syndrome. Eponyms, my son, that's the key to success. And in the meantime, a physical therapy consult seems to be in order.
But she's brain dead. Her EEG is flatline.
Brain dead? Nothing you can do for her? Well, I know what she can do for us. We need a heart. Immediately. To the OR, take her. Schnell! Schnell!
Be manly, thank God you're back. Was Durham, North Carolina really the exciting metropolis it was made out to be in all those Hollywood movies? Did you meet Kevin Costner while you were there? I just loved him in The Untouchables. You know, I heard Cher might be doing a movie there next. Some people say I look just like her.
Maybe from a distance, but there's no time for that now. Where's my precious little? How is she?
Precious heart is on the fritz. Von Spite has found a heart that fits. Bloody Mary has met her end. There never was a truer friend. To save some
kids, she took a dive. Let's hope her heart keeps Presh alive.
Quick! To the OR, please make haste. The pump is primed, no time to waste.
Who are you?
I'm the second-year stud. Isn't this the cholecystectomy with Dr. Siegler?
That was over by 7:30 this morning. Where were you? He was looking for you.
Well, I was, well, what's this case?
This is the heart transplant by Dr. Peter Von Spite on Precious Little.
Oh, well, can I scrub in? Over here?
You just contaminated yourself. Go re-scrub. Good morning, Dr. Von Spite.
Okay, we're ready to begin. Scalpel. In your country, is the heart on the left or the right side? Who is the medical student here?
Oh, that would be me.
Speak up! Speak up!
Well, according to the typical body segment...
You just contaminated yourself. Go re-scrub.
Okay,
The heart is on the left, doctor.
thank you. We are ready to begin again.
The real. 4, 6, 7, 3, 2. A drill has been reported in your area. If relocation is necessary, please move patients horizontally to adjoining units.
What is that thing?
Nobody knows.
Nurse, I need a stool.
You should have thought of that before you came to the OR, doctor. We have no time for that now.
No, elevation. I need elevation. You, anesthesia, schnitzel breath on the floor. Oh, that is so much better. Now we are ready to begin. That's one new heart for Precious Little. $50,000 for Peter Von Spite. You held that retractor with inspiring expertise. Just one thing. Who are you?
Why, I'm cardiovascular resident from Duke North, B. Manley Gunner. May I say, sir, you performed brilliantly. May I shake your hand?
But of course.
Hand jive.
She's been unconscious for over 48 hours.
She doesn't look very good. Come to think of it, neither do you. Why don't you go grab something to eat?
No, you go on. I'm sure there's a patient on a bedpan somewhere. I'll stay with her. Presh, it's all my fault. I don't know what to do.
Manly, tell her that you're here.
Obi-Wan Kenobi?
No, you big lug. This is not Star Wars. It's Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary? Where are you?
I'm in that big stat lab in the sky. But that's not important now. Just tell her that you're here.
Can she hear me?
Of course she can. Just tell her.
Presh, I'm here.
Now tell her that you'll never leave her again.
Presh, I'll never leave you again.
Tell her that you'll stay at Duke South Pacific forever.
Presh, I'll stay at Duke South Pacific forever.
Tell her you'll go into anesthesiology, dermatology, rehab medicine.
All right. Presh, I'll go into anesthesiology. The hours will be a lot better, and we can spend more time together. You can even go to medical school if you like.
Now tell her that you love her.
Presh, I love you.
Louder.
Presh, I love you. I'll do anything if you just wake up.
Tell her that you'll marry her.
Except marry you.
Manly, you know it's what you want. Go on.
All right. Presh, I want to marry you. I'm too tired to do a full neuro exam. Just squeeze my beeper, anything.
What did you say?
Just squeeze. Oh, Presh.
What did you say?
Presh, I'm asking you to marry me.
I was just dying for you to ask. This is what it's like, living with a real heart, beta stimulation. You give me such a thrill.
This is what it's like, living with a full heart, happy and go lucky, without my fentanyl.
Doctors say always be this way,
And hadn't very far to go.
but I proved them all wrong.
She kept on going strong and told them that it just ain't so. People said we were heartless, no emotions. They were wrong, we both have this line of thought. And we feel so much less that we're just about to bust. And we can't get it out of our hearts.
Be Manly and Precious have found each other. Von Spite has another one on chronic steroids. Our love story ended with a love song, but this is the student faculty show. It ends with a tap number.
South Pacific is the school for me. I came to spend my 4 years by the sea. Little effort and I'll get my pay. Now that ain't too damn bad.
I'm on every book. My big set told me that I had been good. Old exams, they got me off the hook. Now that ain't too damn bad. Second year I learned to run the scout. Sleepless nights they put me in a rut. Lots of coffee ain't good for your gut. Now that ain't too damn bad. Learn to research and I breathe a sigh. But on my data it was such a lie. Things on a paper now I'm flying high. Now that ain't too damn bad. 1 year's here and I'm back on the ward. My list is in and I don't care no more. Count me in and I'll be out the door. Now that ain't too damn bad. Paid 14,000 just to fail the boards, but I'll take plus and even up the score. 2 life first I'll have a job for sure. Now that ain't too damn bad. New South Pacific is the soul I love. New South Pacific is the soul I love. New South Pacific is the soul I love. Now that ain't too damn bad. But that I'm so damn
I'd like to thank you all for coming here tonight. I hope you've enjoyed the show as much as we have enjoyed putting it on for you tonight. First, I'd like to especially thank, from the cast and from the rest of the medical student body, the faculty which have truly made this a student-faculty show. Dr. Bernard Feder, our very special honey bun. Dr. Shirley Osterhow, our very chic Cleopatra. Doctors Doyle Graham, Tom Kenny, Debbie Kredich, Lois Pounds, Andrew Puckett, Dan Gianturco, and Charles Johnson, our reverend deans. Dr. Ross McPhee, our very honest Abe of our medical school. Dr. Roger Kapalan, our nitrogen man. And Drs. Andy Crystal and Drs. Bob Wolf, our residents who gave up their nights off to be here at rehearsal with us. Past 3 months. Okay, now it's time for my special thank yous to the cast. First, I want to start out with John Gordon, the business manager of our show. Without John, we wouldn't have had a show, a program, and many, many other things.